morning, everybody. Beautiful day at the marina. Right now it's April 26th and we're about 42 degrees in Minnesota. We have another launch day coming up, but we're going to talk a little bit more specifically about how these 10, 20, 30,000 pound boats get lifted and moved. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be sunny for most of the morning and partly cloudy this afternoon. It's going to go from 40 degrees to right around 60 degrees. We have little to no wind, and that's certainly helpful when we're moving boats and people are trying to maneuver around our marina. So it looks like we have a wind today of 5 to 8 miles per hour. So hopefully everything will go smoothly. Hope you enjoy the video. We're going to start off by washing the ramp. We have lots of tree buds that have fallen on the ramp. We want to make sure it's not slick for everybody walking and driving when we're launching boats. So I don't know if the camera will pick them up, but the ramp is completely littered with buds from this big willow tree. So we're just going to scoop up a bunch of water and dump it on. So I thought people might be curious to know how this whole operation works. The most interesting thing to me is that we have a 5 or 5.5 horse Honda motor that runs this entire hydraulic trailer that is completely adjustable, not only up and down, but they can spread it and make it more narrow. All of these pads can be lifted out and put in different locations depending on the shape of the hull of the boat. But it's absolutely amazing to me that we can lift 20, 30,000 pound boats with a 5 horse engine that you'd find in a lawnmower. Right now the crew is removing some of the stands that balance the boat on its side. A lot of people think that the stands are actually holding the boat up, right? Yeah, but it literally is holding the weight on the blocks that are underneath the keel. and the stands just keep it from tipping to either side. So Levi pulled all these stands over here because he knows they're not doing anything. It's the stands in the back that is actually keeping it now from tipping over. So the crew is backing the trailer underneath of what's actually, I'm corrected, a 50-foot Gibson houseboat that should weigh roughly 22 to 23,000 pounds dry weight. That means not counting any fuel or water or other items that might be in the boat. And the 5.5 horsepower Honda and the hydraulic trailer should lift it up very nicely, drive it around our property, and then lower it into the water. Now you can see Jason on the controls lifting the trailer. Levi's back checking the pads to make sure they're gonna be in the right positions. We got Mike in the tractor backing it in. The trailer has a belly strap in the back that's also controlled by the hydraulics. Once they get the trailer and belly strap position, they'll start raising the trailer to lift the boat off of the blocks that's carrying the weight. Got Mike on the controls, gradually lifting the boat. Actually, right now they're tightening the belly strap. You can see the back end of the trailer raising.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Right there.
Levi's adjusting the pads.
Jace, I screwed my middle pad tight to where we're at right now.
Looks like they're inserting some 1x6s onto the pads to fit the hull. Raising up the front of the trailer.
Did I do the same thing he was thinking? Heck yeah, I did.
Yeah, perfect.
Now they've got it completely lifted. Jason is under the trailer, knocking the blocks over that it was resting on. Levi's doing the same thing back here.
Hey Mike, if you wanted to, you could probably tighten up strap a little bit. Are they going to be connecting that back up?
I think they're leaving it there.
Okay.
He did last year anyway.
Okay. Oh, good deal then.
Yeah. Thanks for checking.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Oh, no, they will, yeah.
What do you think? Will the engines start?
Good, yeah, that's good. No, I don't know.
Do you have
Probably
the
not.
Do you have the plug in?
Yeah, I put 3 in just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I heard you couldn't find the plug.
Oh, yeah, the plug was gone, so I always, you know how when they stack the blocks up in the back, there's always a little ledge, so I just put the plug up on the ledge on the blocks, and then it was gone. I'm like, never seen that happen.
Well, get out here with the magnet, maybe we
Yeah,
can
I
find
found it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because it just had blown off, like, about this far from the blocks. But of course, it's like a, grayish brown colored optic.
Mixed with the leaves and the gravel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's just laying on the ground there. Probably case in point, I should bring it in and like hang it on the wall or something.
Why?
Just then, put it in a bag, hang it on the wall.
Yeah. So we've got the Gibson picked up and they are in motion. There's another pallet over here for the small wood.
All right, okay. A little bit.
A box or crate or whatever.
6 inches on my side here. Right.
Yeah.
Got plate more. I got plenty of room right here. I got probably 2.5 feet.
So here at our company, or at our marina, I should say, we use a company called Croy Maritime, owned by Jason right here. Croy Maritime launches boats, hauls boats out. They also do lots of other river projects. They own a tugboat and a working barge with a crane on it. Lots of people up and down the St. Croix River have docks on their property that go onto the river, and because of freezing and thawing and rising and dropping water depths, they are oftentimes removed in the fall before the freeze and then reset. So Jason and his company does a lot of that stuff. They also do lots of dock repairs. They'll also move large debris, large trees or logs that may float down the river and get stuck on people's docks, potentially causing damage. So Jason and his crew do lots of different types of water work, if you will. Croy Maritime is the name of his company. We're doing lots of work to this little Gibson over here.
Yeah.
Tore up most of the deck on the sides, I guess, the walkway.
All right.
Well, it started as he built a new railing system, but when they tried to mount it, there was nothing to screw into. So ultimately cut it all up and it's just all rotted. So all new, he used green treat and new decking, and then she's solid now, real solid. Then they got the other side fiberglassed in, this side fiberglassed in. They're gonna fiberglass today and then do some finish work, mount the rail, all by next Saturday when he goes in the water.
Wow. He's doing this all himself?
Him and his guy, he's got a guy that works for his company normally, who made the mistake of saying he's done some fiberglass work, and
went to YouTube.
He's been here for 3 weeks working on this project. Yeah. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah.
Does it make you want a bigger boat?
No.
Or makes you not want one?
No. Mine has big enough problems. I don't need bigger ones.
yeah. That's it's a lot of boat.
It's a beast. Yeah. Wow.
There are some mobile homes that are smaller.
Yeah, there are. Yeah. Mobile home, single wide.
Yeah.
There's a screen on that.
It drives about like a mobile home.
Yeah, I bet. I couldn't imagine trying to maneuver that thing around with it.
once it gets in the water, the captain or owner checks to make sure the engines will fire and there's no water leaks. Yeah.
All right, I don't care what anyone says. I'm gonna try to go that way. Okay.
Paul, will you man this one? I'm gonna make sure he's not running into stuff over here.
Where is he going? On the end?
On the end down there. I think that's what a Ferrari sounds like, doesn't it? The exhaust is high on those boats. You get a hold of Rossman?
No.
Yeah. I already checked. He drinks beer, so he's good.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to move my slip.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I thought about you right away. I said the neighbors over here like to have a good time.
We need you to go over to Captain's and prep again. We were supposed to launch 7 boats and 2 people showed up. Yeah, they have all this food days and everything. And we need some discipline over there too.
Hey Eric, be ready to hold on or jump in to get out of the way.
Back down a little bit.
Nice job, Captain.
If we should have put a scratch on it. Might as well do it right away.
Yeah.
There you go. Get it over with.
Hey, that's the best I've ever seen you drive that thing. Literally.
Thanks, everybody.
Hell, we didn't even need to be here.
I mean, I didn't even almost hit 4 boats. Are we pulling it up or do I need to back her down?
I think you're fine.
Well, style. There you go. You're home.
Yeah. Look at that. Good job, Chris.
That's all the service you get. 10 guys for 2 minutes.
Oh, that could be fun.
The bill's in the mail.
Yeah. Nice work, though. Really. Good job.
All right. Yeah, it's all fun, and then the motor dies on you.
Yeah,
And all that
that's what makes
stuff.
it more
Like,
challenging, right?
yeah. Well, nice. It
doesn't want to turn
It
it
helped. It
off.
was pretty calm.
I was really hoping for a crash.
Well, you should have filmed last year. That's where I like blew into the
Oh,
boats.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a line bolt on that back finger and on your cleat on the boat? Do you want the line taken off of the finger?
I don't know. Yeah, we'll just tie one on. I don't. Either or is fine. Yeah.
Good job, Chris.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, sorry. Fucking around out there for a few minutes, just making sure the motor's kind of clear.
I know, but we were also wondering if the motor was questionable, how far you were going. Because we're going to have to go.
Prescott for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. He earned a captain hat this year. First time you're allowed to wear that. No, that's good. Uneventful.
Finally got him one.
Yeah.
Uneventful. Thank you guys. That was terrific.
Nice job.
Awesome blossom.
Wow.
I owe it all to my captain.
Yeah.
I finally got him a hat this year.
Hey.
I'll never wear it.
Well, that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you found it interesting to learn a little bit more about this crazy hydraulic trailer. The crew at Croy Maritime certainly makes it look easy.